it is a little bit laggy. Okay, give me a sec, guys. Okay, so yeah, we're live on YouTube as well. Congrats on the win. So let me do one more giveaway as well for you guys. Another 10k DFL. Let's do another one. Here we go. Let's see who wins this one as well. And it will be pretty fun. But anyways, hopefully you guys are testing the game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the game. It's been really interesting last 48 hours. We've seen a lot of things happen, a lot of bugs. We even had a Cloudflare down when we launched. Then we had a lot of problems, the errors that you guys were getting. Then we fixed that. Then we updated the new patch. We fixed the new lobbies, the new fees, new rules. It feels like it's been a week already, but it's been just 2 days. But a really, really good 2 days, I would say. Congrats on the win, Cat Dreams. Well deserved as well. And yeah, let's just, before I go into the questions and I answer all your guys' questions, let's just kind of recap what we did and what happened so far. So 2 days ago, exactly, we launched the Alpaca Dash public testing phase. I have to just really say this once again. It's not a public launch of the game. It's a public testing of the game, meaning that if you see some bugs, if you see some user experience flaws, or you see some problems, that's okay. It's not a public launch of the game. People call the public launch of the games themselves, and they are delivering way worse products than we did right now. But we, as you guys know, we love quality. We love to ship really great things. So the goal of this public testing phase, and why we call this, is to get as much as feedback as we can, to report as much as bug as you can find, to find as many flaws in the skills or skill trees or the races in the maps everywhere. And you report that, you share your feedback, what you think will work, what you think doesn't work, and we're gonna improve on that. The bad thing about Alpaca Dash right now is that Alpaca Dash will only get better from this point on. Everything, it cannot go worse. Like whatever you are liking, it will stay, and you will like even more stuff as we improve, because we are receiving a lot of great feedback. We are receiving a lot of great ideas how everything should work. And also, not only just the fixes and improvements, but also we're going to be adding the content. We already, for the next patch, we're going to be having already 20 new skills coming. 20 new skills. That is awesome. Like the new shields, new buffs, new debuffs, new specific kind of targeted buffs, and AoE damages as well. Like imagine fairing and debuffing and slowing down everyone around you in 5 meters radius. So there are many different new things coming with different mechanics. So the game will be improving all the time. Also, the new map within the tundra map, the winter map. And there are going to be additional obstacle already, the ice obstacle where you have to slide there. So there are so many things already that are pretty much ready, and not to even talk about what is being worked right now. It's really crazy. I'm really happy. I'm really excited about all this stuff. I cannot really wait to deliver those. But once again, the main thing is that we launched this game. So far everyone is liking that. We have not been getting mainly I'm not gonna name drop, but we have some of the community members who have been hating DeFi Island since the beginning. I'm not gonna say the names. Like 2 of those are coming from the Telegram chats that we had, and those guys were in my DMs in Discord every single day, like saying bad stuff about us, the team, and everything. And even they DM'd me, and if this guy is listening, this guy DM'd me saying, I was about to hate on you guys, but I really like the game. I mean, that for me is a really big, massive W, and that's really awesome. And at the end of the day, it's not that thing that I'm not against haters. Actually, they can shape the game really well. They give really harsh feedback. They give really interesting ideas. So that helps a lot. But receiving that kind of feedback is always helpful. And mainly, you guys just showing support, just on social medias, showing support in here, just giving your feedback. That's really awesome. And once again, I really, really appreciate each one of you. So yeah, we launched this really well, and once again, thanks a lot to that Alpaca status, also known as that guy status, that has helped us to write this amazing Medium article, which is pretty awesome. It has all the information there, and if you have not still read that, I would really recommend to read it, because the first hours when we launched the Alpaca Dash, the main problem that people were having is that they had no information how the game works. They had no idea how everything operates. So they were just going into the races without the skills, without the rules, and then like Way's 1-of-1 Alpaca or Marx's 1-of-1 King Alpaca would just beat them, and they would lose money, and they would just be mad that, hey, I lost the money, this game is bad, this game is pay to win. But in reality, this game is not pay to win at all. If you know how to choose and which skill paths to go with, and like what strategies are good in the specific maps, you can beat the 1-of-1s as well. Maybe there is something wrong with my Alpaca, but with my Mythic I have beat 1-of-1s already several times. Satoshi is already salty, I know that, but there are many different things that you can strategize there. Additionally, we have lobbies, which make the specific lobbies really interesting. That, for example, the lobbies where you can only race if you have more than 250 start of your sounds and less than 300. It means that you can race with the Alpaca that are like you, and everyone wants to win, and everyone can win that. But yeah, I'm really excited about the thing, and already we also rebalanced the fees. Having 100,000 DFL lobbies was a little bit of a stretch. I'm not gonna lie. We already only had 3 of those lobbies getting started. So like having 3 or more players there. And I think it's not a bad idea to have like this degen lobby, but like as of now, as it's a testing mode, as it's like in first kind of phase, we keeping the fees low would be definitely a great idea, because everyone is a little bit scared, everyone is experimenting, everyone is trying to learn new things. So having the fees low is a great way to go, and that's what we actually have. That currently all the new races, I believe you guys can confirm as well, that new races have lower fees already and have better rules as well. You can find really nice rules already for your and your Alpacas. Of course, we already have several new kind of fixes as well coming. Already on Monday, we already going to be having the first rebalancing of the skills done, meaning that some of skills you guys know are now working really great. Some skills are really not that OP. Some are really OP. So we're going to be already doing the first rebalancing patch already on Monday. So we're pretty fast, you guys know. We love to work on the weekends as well. So already on Monday that will be happening. Additionally, what are we adding the next week? And I'm not saying the next month. I'm not saying the next quarter whatsoever. The next week already, you guys will be having searching alpacas in game, going into Alpaca profile from the leaderboard. You guys will be able to see the names of the users, not just the wallets. You will be able to search the users as well and their statistics. You will be able to see the rules without going into the lobby as well. So we're adding already several major user experience fixes and upgrades, which are going to be making the game way, way better. Additionally, we are making sure, like you guys have also had many comments on the Lite website, like mobile website that we have. So we're going to be adding a lot of different fixes to that website as well to make it really simple, and like it had some kind of on specific devices, it was not working really, really great. So we are improving on that as well a lot. So as we launch this, I believe we are going to be going really aggressively. And aggressively, I mean we're going to be going really. We're not going to kick it back and like, hey, we launched the Alpaca Dash, so now we rest, because like the game is great, people are loving it, so now we rest. Even though the people really want to rest. DFL Misha, actually, like our lead game developer, actually is sick. The last 3 days he's been sick, and he just like still works really crazy. And today he's just like ran out of energy, and he just took a day off. But the thing is that like it's not that I'm just kind of pointing the gun to them and just telling them, hey, you have to work. But actually, everyone is feeling the vibe. Everyone is feeling energized. Seeing your feedback, guys, and your love motivates everyone, not just me. So once again, keep it coming and appreciate that a lot. So yeah, with all that, we have so many new things, as I said, coming, and it will be really, really exciting times. And already at the next week, we're gonna be starting the marketing campaigns as well. So you might have seen that, like we did an episode with Seb Monty. We did one of the content creators did this thread about us, but like mainly the content creators gonna start creating content from the next week. You're gonna see the tournaments, you're gonna see more videos, you're gonna see more streams, you're gonna see DeFi Land and Alpaca Dash everywhere on the Twitter, and that's the goal. But also we're gonna be launching as I said, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook ads, and Google ads, basically also in the next week. As the reason why we are launching those next week is that we knew that there will be some problems on the launch. We knew that there will be some user experience flows or some imbalance in the launch, because we cannot really think of everything, right? Like there were so many different things to think that it's impossible. Like just for example, just one skill might be OP in specific tier. It might be better to have more cooldown, less cooldown, more activation period, like more effect, more percentage, more debuff. Like, it was really hard to rebalance everything and just like make everything perfect. So because of that, we knew that would happen. So we thought that, hey, we're gonna launch the game on Wednesday. Then we're gonna take several days to get the data, get the feedback, get the bugs, improve that, and the next week, basically in 5 days, we're gonna launch the campaigns, we're gonna launch the ads, we're gonna launch our marketing arm basically in several days. So we get the better results, so we get the people who we onboard, they love that, they don't have like much of the problems, and then we have more retention rate as well. So from the next week, you can imagine like it's a Monday when the game is launching, I would say. It could be some kind of that approach as well there, and really, really excited about that as well. Additionally, what I wanted to say, let me think. I'm gonna also go through all the questions you guys have and answer all of those as well. But I guess like thanks to the team once again. They did an amazing job. They worked really hard as well, and could not be more proud than this to be leading this really, really awesome team in here. So with that being said, let me do another giveaway real quick. And then I go and start answering all your guys' questions. Okay, so yeah, react to the message from a Zeekbot. With that, you can win 10k DFL, which is not a pretty good amount of the DFLs. With that, you can go into 10 races, and maybe even if you win some, you can return 10k DFL to me anytime. I'll take it. I'll be pretty happy about that. Okay. Additional thing I was gonna say is that we've seen that, like for example, some of the guys are congratulations on the win, sir. Actually, Eloquem as always, congratulations there. One thing I want to say is that whenever you buy an Almighty Alpaca on the marketplace, the Alpaca might have already unlocked some skills, and they also might have some PNL, which is bad or good. It's basically could be both ways, right? So we think that it's really important to give you the ability to search for Alpaca before you buy and see what kind of skill tree they have, what amount of the skill points they have, and what amount of the PNL or the statistics they have. Because right now someone might be selling Alpaca that is utilized really bad way, and they are trying to get rid of that. So I believe we're gonna be making sure that you guys have the way to check all the different stats that are needed before you buy. As you guys know, the reason I'm saying this is that, as you guys know, we are having $30,000 plus leaderboard prizes, basically, meaning that you guys will be able to win some really decent rewards. And these decent rewards are not just like so there is 30,000 USDC in prizes, just the USDC, basically a stable coin for you guys. But also they're gonna be the DFL coins, they're gonna be Almighty Alpaca NFTs, they're gonna be partner project NFTs as well. So the cool thing is that we're not gonna be having just one leaderboard system where, like, let's say only the best PNL guys get the rewards, but we're gonna be having several tracks, as I said. One gonna be PNL, one gonna be whoever has participated in the most races, who has lost the most races, who is the guy who has the worst PNL, who is the guy who has lost to a specific alpaca, let's say, the most time. So we're going to be having several different tracks to make it interesting and rewarding and more community-based leaderboards and prizes for you guys. So we're trying to have it really fun way. So what I would say is that just go and make sure you are utilizing all your alpacas. I know, like me myself, I have around 40 alpacas, so it's really hard to find time to level up and take all the skills for each one of them. But at the end of the day, I believe it will be rewarding. Maybe if you might be even negative PNL, it still could be great. And one thing I would additionally add before I go into the questions is that I see people like saying, hey, I'm actually losing right now, my alpaca is bad, and what I should do, you should play the game. That's the answer. And there are two great things about it. One, already there are the lobbies that are specifically customized for you and your alpaca, and it will be really fair races. And two is that the more you race, the more XP you get. The more XP you get, the more you can actually unlock the new skill. And with the new skills, you can beat really, really great alpacas. So that's the alpha, all you need. But before you also unlock the skills, take a look at that. Like, what are you unlocking? Why are you unlocking that? If you unlock this skill, what comes after those skills? Should I go this path or another path? What kind of combination I'm trying to go with? Like, let's say sometimes these three skills are really great together, so I should try to get this three. So there are going to be many different kind of things to think about, and if you go the right way, you can actually become really, really good at the game and win a lot of money as well. So of course, Whey and one-of-one alpacas are better and they have an edge overall, but that should be that way as well. If every alpaca was the same, if every alpaca had the same chance of winning, then the game would not be fun, right? Like it would be like just a random number generator where like whoever gets a random thing, they win. So that's not a cool thing. And like people saying that like one-of-one should be racing just each other, then it means that they are not having any edge. So there should be some edge, but like that's why we have the skills, that's why we have strategies, and we're gonna be giving even more strategy depth as well soon, so that you have an edge if you are playing a game a lot and you know how it works. So yeah, with that being said, now I'm gonna go to the top of the questions, answer your questions, and take from there. So the first question is that any Zilly quest related to Alpaca Dash, make the video, post a thread. That's actually a good idea. I do believe that's a good idea. So I would really ask the moderators that Ra and Brooke, let's add this, kind of make a thread and share the gameplay footage or share your alpaca on the Twitter. That would be a great thing to do. So yeah, let's add those to the Zilly indeed. What's the highest priority on the bug fixes for Alpaca Dash? So the highest priority is always fixing the bugs that are game-breaking bugs, meaning that whenever you are having some kind of bug that is that makes your alpaca makes the user not able to watch the races, or make the user not like. Wait, my internet just randomly got cut. But okay. So yeah, the main bugs are like whenever you are having some problems just to see or race. So that's the main thing. But after that, like then we have the problems that are game breaking as well. Like maybe some skill is really not working, or maybe this alpaca is really having some really bad behavior. So we're gonna fix those, and then of course the suggestions and everything. I believe right now majority of the game crushing bugs are fixed. Of course, like if you're having a bad computer or if you're having a really slow PC, it can be really hard for you to watch the races. But once again, you have two solutions. One, we have really nice settings system where you can customize the settings the way you wish. Even if you have really bad computer, you can have lower graphics. But two is that we have exactly for that reason, we have created another light website. If you go to almightyalpacas.com, you have this lightweight, light website where you can do everything basically, not just learning skills. You can register there, you can choose skills, you can withdraw, you can see another Alpaca statistic and all those stuff. You can do all those things basically there. So I would really recommend that if you are having some problems, just go there. But other than that, as I said, we have many things and improvements coming, and we're gonna share all the patch notes on the way as we go. Alpaca Dash app is in roadmap for the same gaming experience to target the mobile. Yeah, so we believe that the mobile will be way better for Alpaca Dash because like mobile game, I believe Alpaca Dash could be a really great mobile game, especially with the features that we are planning to add. Mobile game makes the most sense. And the great thing about the mobile is that we are building in a Unity engine. So we are not building in like, let's say some specific web engine, or we are not writing it in Nest.js or any web frameworks. We are building everything in Unity. So Unity enables you to build the cross-platform really easily. Of course, it needs like some modifications. So of course, you have to tweak UI and your user experience and the touch inputs and everything. But it's way easier, so you don't have to rewrite everything again. So with that being said, we have in mind to go definitely with the mobile apps. I'm not sure when. The something I would say is that by the public launch of the game, it will be great to have a mobile app as well, at least in the public, at least like testing version where you guys can test. So I would say this summer 2024, basically in several months, we are planning to have a mobile app. That's the goal. Do you have a list of lobby limitations, restrictions you can share? Or maybe those who want to canvas space there put their suggestions. Yeah, you can put suggestions as always in the suggestions channel, but we do also have the list. So I'm gonna tell you, but we can also share that publicly as well. So one is the limitation by sum of all your stats, and I believe that's the best rule we have. So we have ranges, like the ranges go in a 50 range, like from 250 to 300, 300 to 350, and so on. So that helps a lot because you basically are competing with really, really close alpacas that are close to your alpaca, basically. And everything there is based on skills and strategy, and that's how you're gonna work. Then we also have the rule lobbies without any rules, so that everyone can participate, and like even with my beta alpaca, I can at least see how one of ones run against my alpaca. Then we have the max level limitation. So that, for example, the alpaca might be great, but they might not be having any skills. So the level helps filter that really well. And also then we have the how many races a specific alpaca has won. So that's also really a great rule. Additionally, we have a specific one stat limitation. For example, alpacas here can participate if they have the speed less than 40. That's also really helpful. So we have several of these rules. We are gathering the data, and with this data, we are trying to understand what kind of works the best, and then just modify the rules that way. What I'm gonna say here is that we are working, and that's already implemented, by the way, is that you might be, if you have played any games out there, maybe even chess, you might have heard about MMR or ELO. MMR and ELO are just the numbers. Like whenever you lose, it decreases. Whenever you win, it increases. So we might implement that as well. It's already implemented. So you guys, every alpaca that you have already has MMR and ELO, but we're not showing you actually that. So we are trying to get the data if MMR and ELO make sense. And the way it works is that if you beat an alpaca that is better than you got more MMR, and if you lose to alpaca that is worse than you got decreased even more. So like we are just like running these numbers, and like already, although those numbers are running all the races, so we already have rankings in those MMRs, and we're gonna see like after several days if this MMR actually shows a really nice picture, and if we can use MMR for like the leagues. For example, you are in a league, silver league or gold league or whatsoever, and you level up or you level down based on the MMR, and it makes sense and it's pretty fair, we might go with that. And why this MMR is cool is that there might be someone with really great mythic alpaca who have really great stats, but they might be utilizing skills really, really bad. They have bad game knowledge and they don't understand their genetics at all. So then their MMR will be decreasing and decreasing and decreasing a lot. And someone who, for example, DFL Kenny, who has just an almighty Alpaca, I believe it's rank 1000, but he knows all the skills really well. He knows what goes with what, everything. So he's utilizing his Alpaca really well. So he will climb up as well in the ranking system. So that could be better system for the matchmaking and the lobbies than currently the rules that we have. We're not yet sure. We're gonna see in several days what makes the most sense. But once again, feel free to give us any feedback, give us any suggestions. We can look at everything and then analyze what makes the most sense going into the future. DeFi Land Season 2 next week. So yeah, I'm thinking about that, to be honest. I know what I've said and I know all the consequences, but it might be coming in early May. I hate to say that, but yeah, DeFi Land Season 2 could be coming in early May because of several reasons. There are a lot of reasons actually, but yeah, we will see. We will see on that. But yeah, like the next coming weeks is for the Season 2, for the mobile, for the Alpaca Run, for everything. It's like next coming weeks, and basically next like May and June are the time for everything. Love you guys and girls. Appreciate that. When Alpaca Run new season gonna go with when we launch Alpaca Run itself. So on mobile, so it's gonna be approximately in several weeks. I'm gonna say that. For the people who don't know, Alpaca Run is a separate game. Alpaca Dash is another game. Alpaca Run is a hyper-casual mobile runner game, like Temple Run or Subway Surfers, whatever you would like to call. And that's a separate game that's about alpacas. It's the same game, same developers, same kind of thing, everything. But it's a separate game. So that's going to be coming also. We're launching that as well on Solana Saga phone first and then Android and iOS. So yeah, that's the question was about it. So that so that everyone understands what's going on in here. Okay, that was the question. Another one, let's see. Then we had the AMA started. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Then we had the giveaway. Losing to your alpacas, feeling frustrated. Maybe you are using really, really bad skills, Satoshi. So you just get good, I guess. And that will be really, really helpful. That's what I would say. We should stop the Scribble DeFi Land rewards and focus on the special events linked to the game now. Scribble was good for community building while we didn't have a game. Now we have a game. The focus should be on the game, I believe, with your options. Yeah, I believe that's true. I believe that as Alpaca Dash went live, as well as DeFi Land Season 2 with the PvP will go live, we can do those events in basically on community nights than just like doing the Scribble events as well. Even though I think Scribble is a different game, it could be really fun to play another game with a community member than like our main game. You could be right, and we could be having two different kind of community nights. One, like let's say Alpaca Dash racing lobbies that's for example free to enter. Like imagine, so we can do that. Free to enter lobbies. Basically, there is no fee, but winner makes some money. So we give you rewards the way basically Scribble works, but it's actually free to play. So that could be a thing. But also, I believe, as I said, the Scribble and other games than our existing games could be really fun as well, because like you're playing Alpaca Dash all the time, you're playing DeFi Land all the time, so you have another thing you can offload and have more fun and chill and just like have a lot of laughs as well, because it's like someone is drawing and you're having fun and you're laughing, and it's a different thing. So I guess we can go and do both, and definitely we can do those free lobbies with extra DFL rewards that we're gonna provide. Awesome. Then we had the giveaway. Then we had Marexes has been reporting a lot of bugs and a lot of suggestions, and I'm really appreciating. I know like you guys, a lot of you guys have been reporting a lot of bugs and saying a lot of suggestions, and we are reading all of those. We are responsive to all of those. We have a huge board in our office that we have lot of feedback and a lot of bugs already there filled. We have already kind of crossed many bugs and fixed many of those, but just know that none of your messages go unnoticed, and we are reading everything. I lost 5k DFL because my Alpaca sucks. Can I get a refund? I guess no, because your Alpaca doesn't suck. Every Alpaca is great. But body positivity, I guess, or stat positivity, whatever you want to call that. But you actually have to find the lobby for yourself. That's the way to go. Okay. What we have here? Then another question. Your team is a bunch of chats have been sending them bugs I found about skills, and they already found the root cause and all about the fix for the Monday. Yeah, exactly. Like as I said, everyone in the team currently is working really hard, and this would not be possible if the game was not fun. If the game was not fun and you guys were not really loving it, they would not be able to work that with that enthusiasm as well. Whenever you feel that like people are liking whatever you have created and they are passionate, that's when you become passionate as well. That's the only way. So thank you guys for making them and us actually better at working, I guess. We have a crazy Baba leaking some kind of devalances into materials here. And yeah, he's trying to provoke, I guess. Okay. Reset to skills. So the reset to skills is something that could be a thing. It's not coming like tomorrow or like 2 days after or whatsoever, but the reset to skills could be a mechanic. But that, I believe, should be it should not be free. If we introduce the reset the skills, like let's say you bought Alpaca, they have some skills, so you want to reset that, it should not be free. So maybe like you pay, I'm just saying random numbers right now. Like let's say you pay 50k DFL, and then you can reset the Alpaca skills, and you get the skill points, so you can unlock the skills the way you wish. That could be a thing, but once again, that's not coming in today or tomorrow. That could be coming, and that if that comes at some point, it will not be free as well. So that you guys know. Is there a list of guides for the game? So right now there are no guides. So let me tell you some stuff what are we planning about that as well. So you guys know that we have a content creators as well that's gonna be creating content. We already have seen several, and they're gonna be like, even Attis is here, one of the great content creators here, and they're gonna be creating content around how to play the game, how to get started, how to use some stuff, how everything is working. But no, not a single guide will be enough for you to just read that or watch the video so you know everything. At the end of the day, the way you learn the game is to play the game. So you test everything, you understand how this obstacle works, how the skill works on this specific environment, so on and so on. So maybe someone creates the content that is like really series of really deep content and strategies. Could be someone created that, and that would be great. But it will be really hard to have all these examples for all the specifics. So we're doing two things on that. One, the content creator is going to be creating the content there, and two, we are planning to create the wiki page for Alpaca Dash, where you have all the informations in a really easy format with all the descriptions, with all the tabs where you see like what is obstacle, what is the environment, what is the weather, the wind, the specific skills of agility, and everything there, so that you can read. So you don't have to ask anything in Discord, but you can just go there, search a term, and find everything. It will take some time to have a really decent wiki page, because once again, in Alpaca Dash are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that are really hard to kind of have written in really nice format, but we are starting to work on that from the next week. And we're going to be having this informational platform where you can see and learn everything. Or if you have some questions, you can just go there. And there's going to be a forum as well where you can ask some questions like, hey, I'm having these 5 skills and I'm running here, and I thought that this would slow me down, but it actually gave me a buff. what happened, so, and we're gonna answer you there as well. So it will be really nice thing to for everyone, for newcomers, for pretty veterans as well. But there are no veterans right now. The game just launched 2 days ago, so it will be helpful for everyone indeed. Free practice races or tracks could be a thing. I'm not sure if that's the way to go, but as of now, like the cheapest is 1,000 DFL, and I'm not sure if the going for the free races is a great idea. Could be a thing. We might implement that the next week. I'm not sure, but like we are not really thinking about free stuff right now. We're trying to make sure that as the game will work in the future, the main thing is to improve the dynamics, improve the mechanics, the skills, and all the macro and micro stuff. And then in the future, as we said as well, they're going to be a free-to-play. In the future, they're going to be a free-to-play with free-to-play Alpaca, even free races. That's coming, but like not tomorrow, I would say. Unless like we see a major reason to make so, if you understand what I mean. I do not know what I have done on my Discord app, but I do not hear. Oh, okay, that's weird, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Also tutorial community announcement. There is a okay, yeah. Okay, let me just scroll to the next questions if there are some. Season 2 and mobile in May. Doesn't Erwin have to give us something? I'm not sure. Do I have to give you guys something? Do you guys remember anything? I mean, I'm not really sure about that. Well, we have my questions are: how many unique wallets playing Alpaca are new people apart those playing DeFi? Yeah, actually, I mean, I cannot really give an exact answer about the number of wallets, but after 2 hours that so basically on Wednesday, 5 p.m. UTC time, we checked, and there were 304 users live at the same time, which was really a big number I was not really expecting. 304 Alpacas live at the same time. I mean, like users live at the same time was really weird, I'm gonna say. It was really something that we didn't really expect, and that's really awesome. Of course, a lot of them just played tutorial and just saw how everything worked and just checked the UI and everything. But overall, I believe we had around 1.5k unique people coming to the game, which once again is not a huge number. It's not a huge success, I would say, but it's a really great thing for the public testing phase. And there, once again, it's no free to play. It's not anything out there. People just genuinely came to check the game, and I'm really happy about that. Another thing is to make them stay and retain and everything. But once again, the game is in its first public testing phase. We're gonna improve just from now on, and it's gonna be going to the great place, especially when the free to play is there. And the marketing kind of campaigns are alive. That's when the magic happens, I would say. And yeah, once again, about the new people, you guys, I believe you might have seen the community members who are live in Discord and check everything. You guys have seen how many new faces appeared from especially the Mad Lads. A lot of new Mad Lads community members joined. We also had a lot of new other people just joining and just asking some questions, saying that they loved the game. I swear none of those were my alt accounts or whatsoever, and those were just genuine users, and I'm really, really happy about that. And once again, we have not done any activation campaigns. We have not done any marketing campaigns yet, and when we do that, I believe it will be going way better. One of the campaigns that we're going to be doing is, I'm going to say 2. So one of them is having different community NFT and also other different DeFi projects represented in our game, meaning that we're going to be having their banners in the game, we're going to be having their assets in the game. If you have seen this Unica example from Aurori NFT, they're going to be standing in the racetracks, they're going to be interactable and so on. So that's one of the things. So we're going to be getting some more eyeballs from those communities. But the second thing is that we are going to be having some really interesting campaigns where, for example, I'm just saying an example, every MedLat holder that joins in our Alpaca Dash, they will be getting, let's say, 10k DFL worth of credits, where they can not withdraw, they cannot take and sell or whatsoever, but they can play with that the game. But if they win, they can take whatever extra they want, but they can only play the game with those money. And that's really cool because it's I believe whenever people come and test the game, it's really engaging and exciting, and they will love and they will stay. But and they will not have any cost. They can just basically come and test the game out without having the DFL tokens. And getting the MadLads community, for example, or a Rory community, or really great communities out there to test the game, and potentially love the game and stay in, then like they become power users. That's the goal there, if you know what I mean. So additional, that's a thing. And finally, the third option is that we're going to be having these tournaments with different campaigns, different communities. One of them is going to be Aurori, or with Aurori community, we're going to be having one of the first cross community tournaments, and I believe that it will be really funny and exciting as well. So a lot of great stuff coming. One thing, as I just read the question as well, is that a lot of people are saying that, hey, it would be awesome if I could race with one Alpaca, but like they would always be beating me because like my Alpaca is number 2000, for example. The thing that one of the game modes that we're gonna be adding, one of the rules is basically the weights. So meaning that we're gonna compare like how worse your Alpaca is to, for example, compared to other participants in a race, and we're gonna be adding the weights to the other better Alpacas so that they slow down, and then it's like becomes like a even game where like one of ones or just better Alpacas are basically the same, but it's basically all about the strategy. So I believe they're gonna be really fun as well, the fun mode, so that it's like everyone can play and they have everyone the same chance. So it's all about the strategy. So we're gonna be introducing that kind of lobbies as well, so that you guys have fun and you can experience and just race against like I'm not saying Unica, but King Alpaca or Unicorn Alpaca and so on. So yeah, that's to answer your question. Wei, hi, your Unicorn Alpaca PFP is this on blockchain. I updated for you. Sorry, I don't understand. Okay, unfortunately, Crazy Baba got roasted there. Sad to see, but he gonna make a comeback, I believe. Season 2 this month, or we get some soul, right? I'm not sure about that. we will see, but yeah, you guys know I'm a man of my word always, but maybe not this. I'm just joking. I'm always man of my word, but we'll see how that everything goes. Okay, are there any? There will be DFL Barn for Alpaca Dash launch. You are goddamn right. The next week, I actually was surprised that no one mentioned that, and thanks for asking this question. So the next week, we're going to be doing pretty massive DFL burn. I'm not going to say number, I'm not going to say how much DFL, no, not a range, but once again, it's going to be the biggest burn. I mean, like I have to check, but I believe it's going to be biggest burn that we have done ever. So yeah, that's going to be decent. And with that, we prove that and those are going to be the team tokens, basically. So I'm burning tokens that are supposed to be my bags, that majority of the founders are just like dumping and selling just so that they can make money. But I'm actually vice versa. Yeah, see, like Zik even didn't know about that, and he's I guess mad that we're burning them, but we're not burning everything. Not a 10% of not 10% of entire supply. That's too much. But yeah, we're gonna be burning a lot of DFL. That's what I would say. But yeah, thanks for asking that. So the next week we can what's the word for that? Expect. Yeah, you can expect a pretty massive burn. Additionally, we're gonna be buying some DFL as well back with the treasury. So should be nice times, unless the market dies or something really bad happens. It should be nice time for DFL. Not the financial advice, and do anything just on your behalf. do not blame or praise me for anything. Can you detail a bit better those weights? Yeah, sure. So that's not coming like tomorrow and once again in a week or so. It's like for the future. The lobbies that are gonna be having this weight is like, let's say you all register, right? And now the lobby is locked in. So everyone can register there. Now our backend code runs and we evaluate an average like times, for example, the worst alpaca and the best alpaca in the lobby. And the goal gonna be, what our backend gonna do is that our backend are gonna make sure that everyone is on the same page as the worst alpaca. So if you have the best alpaca, your alpaca will be getting like, let's say 10 kilos on his back. So he slows down and he's running low and his stamina is bad and he's struggling. So that like everyone is insane. And let's say if you're a best alpaca, you might be getting 10 kilos. If someone is like middle alpaca, you might be getting 5 kilos. So everyone is like on the same kind of stage and the same stats in the race. So now everyone is like even somewhat. So now everything is about the skills and the skill tree and the strategy. So it will be like one of the lobbies. So it's not gonna, I'm not saying that every race is gonna be like this. It will be like one of the rules, that one of the sets of the lobbies that they're gonna be. So you can go there, have fun. If you just wanna just like enjoy, like of course you're not gonna go there if you are not feeling like gambling or kind of feeling a little bit tickling. I'm not sure what's the right feeling for that, but yeah, it will be interesting and fun one as well. At least they will be really great for the community events and community activities, because it will be even for everyone, so that everyone can enjoy. Nice. So no stat mode. Yeah, basically, yeah, stats do not matter, but genetics do. Like hidden genetics do, but not stats. That's gonna be like how this mode will work. Maybe instead of the barn, it should go into the pool for free lobbies for people with the big lose streaks. Then they can lose it again. That could be a good reason, but actually, let me give you some alpha on there as well. So one of the things that we are adding is that, of course, the game is fun. Watching the race is really cool and everything, but we are adding really, really nice social things. So if you remember like old Farmer Souls, you might remember like King's races, the revenge races, and so on. So I'm gonna explain once again, tell you what that is. So, for example, the revenge race. If you, for example, have gone into the race and you have lost to this alpaca 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, so you are losing to this alpaca several times, then in the lobbies, whenever you are browsing the races, you're gonna see that, hey, there is the alpaca that you have lost 3 or 4 times before, so go there and race against them, and if you win, you get extra DFL. Or if you lose, you got more. Then like this kind of counter goes up, so you can even work more as well if you win and beat that guy another time. So that's one thing. Another thing is gonna be a king race. For example, in some races there might be crowns dropping, and if you win that race, you get the crown. So the guy who has the crown has a buff. So with the guy who has a crown now is a little bit buffed. So everyone wants to beat that guy, because then they become they take the crown. So those races that there's a crown will be more hot. Everyone want to go there and beat the king. So we're going to be having those kind of really interesting additions to the lobbies to make it more engaging, more exciting, that, hey, I want to really want to go in this race and beat this guy. So they're going to be some kind of that specifics to make sure that we are making you more excited about the racing. We are having this kind of extra motivation for you to enjoy and be passionate about. So if you know what I mean. So we're gonna be having those some editions as well in coming weeks, so that you feel excited about every single race into the future. 10% of entrance fees. Oh yeah, that's a different thing. So 10% of entrance fees will be burned. That's an additional thing. That's like something that it's additional thing that we're gonna be burning. But the next week, we're burning our team tokens, like not everything, as I said, but some of that. For the people who don't know why we are burning that, is that we said before as well that we're gonna be burning on every single major milestone that our team reaches. We're gonna be burning the DFL tokens just to show that we are here not just for the milestone, but actually vice versa. And we show that we are here to make sure that everyone is happy about stuff that we do. And we're trying to get, of course, the price and our assets go up so the community is happy. But not the financial advice indeed. Where was I? So yeah, about the 10% of entrance fees. So we're getting 10% from entrance fees, and some of that goes to the treasury that we're gonna be burning into the future, but some of that will be coming back to you guys. So if you refer someone to the game and they use your referral code and they play the game, you're gonna be getting the rebates from those entrance fees. So that's really cool thing, because those entrance fees are potentially going really high as the races get hot, as the more people play the game, as the momentum gets better. There will be a lot of races happening. So if you onboard some people who are really big digits and they love racing, you will be earning some decent amount of the tokens to the referrals. So I would really recommend you guys to shield your referrals to your friends or on social media, because that could be the game changer for many of you. Global warming is real. Yeah, I guess with these burns, it will be, of course, becoming a really, really big threat. After all the hard work, he's burning your money. Could be a thing. I will offer my DFL for burning at a cost of 3 cents. Appreciate it a lot, but I'll pass on that deal right now. Maybe into the future when DFL is at 5 cents, I'll go for it. Yeah, like for Unicorn could be a great thing as well. I feel overwhelmed with the info. Yeah, I mean, I believe today I've kind of said a lot of things. Maybe I just shared too much of alpha, but yeah, it's not everything that we are working on already. So there are even other things that are gonna be coming as well. Unipaca, I'm gonna get you. That's the thing, dude. Do not steal my crown. Yeah, I mean, it could be a different thing. Maybe not a crown. Maybe there could be some other. Maybe it could be a ring. So you have to, like, yeah. Imagine like you're getting a ring. Okay, I have an amazing idea. Instead of the crowns, you're getting the rings, and every single ring is about the one specific buff of one stat. If you might have the intelligence ring, you might have the speed ring, and like whatever ring you have, the better that stat boost you get on that stat. You can collect 5 rings, and with that 5 rings, you become like a Thanos. Like you can become really, really OP. So that could be a really good thing. So the rings could be the stones, like could be a great thing there. We're gonna think like what's the best word for that or best visual, but yeah, they're gonna be some other cool stuff. Where are so many different lobbies planned? Where or why? Like if the question is where, like a lot of all of them will be coming, but we also shipped new kind of lobbies as well already. Erwin is excited. Yes, goddamn, I am. I'm really excited. I'm really happy about that, because like we've been working on this for such a long time, and we've been really excited ourselves, and now we got to show you guys everything. We got to tell you everything, and that's exciting. I'm really happy to be having these farmer souls, and cannot really wait to even raise more. And really interesting is that even though I've been testing the game so far so many times, I have played like hundreds of games, like if not 1,000 of games while we were testing and improving the game. But like as we launched in public testing, I have watched and I have raced so much as well. Sometimes I'm not even in a race and I'm just watching the races. It's really fun. It's really exciting, and even watching on my second screen, like maybe I'm working or I'm reading, I'm writing or whatsoever, and just having a race on my left screen, just like sometimes just seeing like, hey, this guy got debuffed, this guy got buffed, whoa, what an amazing result, like it's really exciting, and that's the major part. Even though for me that the guy who has tested so many times this, I'm still excited. and that's something amazing, and hopefully we will improve, and it will just get more and more exciting. And that's just for a fact, because like as we will have more skills, more environments, more kind of mechanics and everything coming, it will be getting better and better. And we're gonna make sure that it's not just becoming too complex and too broad, and that's where the feedback is really helpful. Okay, then what we have. Great idea about the rings. When Lord of the Rings skins, yeah, could be a thing. If you get all the rings, you get the skin of Sauron. But I mean, yeah, could be a Sauron, could be a Thanos, but yeah, there will be some kind of visual updates, of course. There. Stop yapping, do some giveaway. I wanna win. Thanks. I love when my CTO helps me this much. Like, this supports me, supports the project this much. He's been such an amazing human being. That's awesome. Sponsor DFL for races, please. What do you mean there? Sponsor DFL for races, please. You mean like having extra rewards or anything else there? But yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I believe we've reached the end of the questions today. As always, I mean, I see already some new other faces today in the Farmer Soul. So you guys know, we are doing every Friday, 3 p.m. UTC time, the Farmer Soul. And we are going and answering all your questions that you type in here, every single one of them. So feel free, even if you think you have a dumb question, if you think it's like too complex, if you think it's like not the right time to ask, just ask those. I would love to kind of give you all the honest kind of response. I'm gonna share all the, and even if you have some critique, if you want to just like trash talk me or just trash talk anyone out there in the team, just go for it. We're gonna take that. And unless you are not respectful, it will be okay. And yeah, we'd love to just discuss everything in here. So that's the way we do. And if you will have any other questions, just feel free to just drop there. One new skill for me for make Alpaca power up and run on 2 legs like a human. For running on 2 legs is slower when you can run on the 4 legs. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we'll see. So with that being said, let's start the giveaways, shall we? I'm gonna do and go. Let's do a giveaway of 10k DFL first. 10k DFL. Should we do a race? Papaya spinner get buff for 5 seconds. Could be a great idea. Could be an interesting one. But with that being said, I'm gonna end the stream on the YouTube. Thanks everyone for watching.